Hey, what's up? It's Silly Girl Carmen. It is Wonderful Week, episode 2, and we are kicking off a awesome hour with DJ Nikki Beatnik, as well as a very cool interview that you should check out right here, right now on Wonderful Radio. It's strange thing. So we are live. We're going to do a quick Q&A with DJ Nikki Beatnik, all the way from London. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Good. We're going to jump right into this. So basic question, I'm sure you've been asked this a million times, but I'm going to put these two things together. How long have you been DJing, and where did you get your DJ name?
Okay, I'm really bad at maths. So I'm a good DJ, but I'm really bad at maths. So I started DJing in 1989.
Wow, nice.
So
yeah, whatever.
Yeah, like there was hardly any women. There was hardly any girls DJing really.
Wow.
As a kid, I was like 15 years old or something when I started, and I very much was influenced by the rave scene and warehouse parties, and there was just like a crazy time like right after Acid House where everything was super creative in London. And it was like illegal parties and DJs just doing party, like I guess like your block parties in America. It was like that, but here.
Nice.
So, yeah, I started really young. I taught myself because it was very male dominated. It was very much like a boys' club. Even guys my age that had decks and technics and turntables and stuff, they wouldn't really help you. So I figured it all out on my own. And then I just taught myself. And about 6 months to a year after like intense practice, I think I played my first gig. And then not too long after that, my first club gig. So yeah,
very cool.
That's much since that. And then I went to art college and I did a degree in fine art, but I was always putting on parties at the same time. So I was basically running raves while I was at college. Wow. And then after that, I went into promoting my own club nights, and I had an all-female team back in the 90s. Like way before anyone was talking about lineups or anything. And it wasn't a thing like we decided, oh, it's going to be only girls.
Right.
We were just a group of, we decided we're going to run some club nights. And in the end, I think we were doing like 3 club nights a week in London. And it's like very intense running a club night. So we had 3 weekly nights and we were all like 20 something years old, you know? So wow. Yeah, I've been doing this a minute.
That's amazing. That's like a great history story to have, like that you came up from such a young age and built that. That's amazing to hear. And I'm sure you have many stories to share in that time.
So many. A lot I can't remember as well. A lot of it's very faded. But yeah, so my DJ name is just my name, and then Beatnik, which is my producer name. I'm basically producing with my brother, so that is Beatnik, and we've been writing and producing and releasing records since around 2005, I guess we started. But the name Beatnik came because we did our own TV show, and it was very much like a YouTube channel before YouTube, where we would go around and interview DJs and lifestyle, all to do with the DJ basically, and we'd do vlogs and stuff, but it was on a TV channel over here.
That's great.
And Beatnik was the name that we came up with because we made beats and my name was Nick. So yeah.
Very
so that's
cool.
it really.
Yeah, it's got a nice little pop to the name, Nikki Beatnik. So it's like, yeah, what made you put it together? So I like that. That's very cool too. I know the mix that we're doing for your episode is all of you and your brother's production and remixes. So that's really awesome.
Sure.
You guys have that duo together.
Yeah, it's really fun. So I'm like writing top line and I play instruments, and he's more like producer geek. So it works quite well.
Very good. Yes. The next question I have for you, can you tell us one of your favorite events, venues, or experiences somewhere you've gotten to play that you just like, it topped it off for you? It was like amazing.
I probably don't have one because there's been so many years of parties, and we would just have every single hip hop artist. We'd have like Madonna in one corner, Leonardo DiCaprio in another corner, Pharrell over there, Khalees there, Jay-Z, like everybody would come to our parties.
Nice.
So that was quite fun. Like, but we were like 20 and arrogant. So we were like, we don't really care if you're here. Our friends are here.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? And we would have like gay, straight, black, white, everything in the same party. And so there was for sure loads of moments like that where I'd just have some like superstar standing in the booth with me, watching me DJ, and I'd be like, this is very annoying, please move. But that was like the arrogance of being young, right?
Right.
So we were running it and we thought we were way cooler than these people. But like touring with Khalees has been pretty amazing because we've been to like, I'd already been pretty much a lot of places before that, but then we got to go to Australia multiple times and South America and Russia and Kazakhstan and Iceland and all these amazing places, like as her tour DJ and doing her shows. So that's been really cool. One time I remember we were doing a gig in a limestone quarry in Bali, and it's incredible, you know, like maybe like 2 miles just of people and limestone, and it's 100-foot tall. And there's a giant gold Buddha behind me. Like, it was incredible. And there's been other times where I've like shot a commercial on top of a skyscraper in a harness, and I've been like, what the heck is going on here? How did I get
here? Right.
And then, you know, you play Glastonbury and you look out and you see like 40,000 people. It's all just kind of like, you just have to take it in your stride. But at the same time, you're like, wow, there's a lot of people out there. Right. I hope nothing goes wrong. You know, I hope my Serato doesn't go down. I hope the decks hold out for an hour. That's more what I'm thinking than like I'm overwhelmed by the situation. I'm always thinking about technical things. Did anyone test the decks? Probably not, because they've had like 12 other acts on today. Those kind of things go through my head, but never like, I never really have those moments of, oh my God, I can't believe I'm here, because I've been doing it for so long that I feel like I earned my place to be here, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, no, yeah. But it's good, like the story you said of where you got to perform in Bali, like just those memories alone, so that afterwards,
oh, those are amazing.
I got to play there. I'm sure, you know,
more than that, culturally, you get to see so many different places that you probably wouldn't see, and you get to stay in like phenomenal hotels, but then we always go out and into the main markets and streets and do everything that normal everyday people do as well. So I've gained so much knowledge about the world and traveling and like different cultures, which is the coolest thing about DJing, really.
Okay, let's see. I don't know if you already have one off the top of your head, but could you tell us a favorite DJ in the US and a favorite DJ in Europe? If you have any.
Oh gosh, there's so many. There's so many. There's so many that inspired me coming up as well. Mm-hmm. Like the Jazzy Jeffs, the Masters at Work, the Benji Candelarios. That, like, I liked house and hip hop, and back then you didn't really have to choose. Like, we all came up with both, so we listened to a lot of American music and black music. Nice. And going to warehouse parties, they would maybe play hip hop tunes like 45 King, and then they'd play like a Detroit house record. So that was how I DJ'd. I played hip hop and I played house, and now I still make music across those genres, as well as drum and bass and other electronic music. But yeah, so there's just so many. There's so many on every genre as well. There's a lot of women DJs like Kate, who I really respect. She came up a bit after me in the UK, and she moved to America and has done really well there. There's just so many that I can't even name check them all. Like, there's some I've played with in LA that are just amazing as well. My friend Rashida, she used to DJ for Prince. Like, she's great. There's just DJ Kiss, MOS, like all those guys that do that LA circuit as well. Like, as far as party DJs go, they're fantastic. Jimmy the Gent in New York, from Brooklyn, he used to do his own parties. He'll play like, and he's young as well, but he knows like the 80s jams. He knows like the Pointer Sisters. He knows like Culture Club, but he'll know a house record. And an acid house record. I'm like, you're too young to know this stuff. But
Ah,
yeah, eclectic wise, he's amazing.
that's
He's one of my favorites to just listen to, actually.
that's
But there's so many. There's so many. I just love DJ culture. And then as far as turntablism and Scratchy, Scratch Bastard, and DJ Shorty, who's a pioneer of women DJs as well. She's
nice.
amazing. And then female wise, I don't really like the term female DJ. I don't use it, but women that I used to look to coming up, there was obviously Spinderella, and there was DJ Rap playing drum and bass. There was DJ Paulette, who's still around now playing dope house sets for like Glitterbox and people like that.
Nice.
There was Princess Julia, who played the gay scene and was very fashion. So all these people have contributed to how I like to DJ, basically.
Yeah.
And then there's like a list as long as my arm of hip hop DJs that I love that I can't even get into.
Yeah.
So I'm going to leave someone out, and I probably have already. So yeah.
Awesome. Well, yeah, you've dropped some names that even I can go do some research. Like, oh wait, I might need to go check out some of that. So thank you for dropping some of those names. What's next for you? What's in the future for Nikki Beatnik? What are your plans or desires for your future?
Really, my biggest thing, which I'm hoping I'll just make it all happen as usual. At the moment, my biggest love is writing songs. So I've been writing for a long time and co-writing with artists and featuring people on our records. And now really I want to push that a lot more again, because we've been releasing records consistently and then doing remixes. And basically we started a YouTube channel as well, and that started doing really, really well. So we were doing DJ vlogs and like equipment and telling you how to produce records. And me and my brother in Beatnik, we've got our own TV channel on YouTube basically. So that started really doing well.
Yeah.
And my brother got poached to direct TV off the back of that. Because he's so creative and because he's like good at video editing and good at TV, but also producing music. So at the same time, I had my child. So we kind of like, we didn't stop. We were still doing stuff constantly, but I went off on tour a lot more again. And then he went to direct TV. So now we're back in the studio again and hoping to release much more music again and writing more. So yeah, that's it really. I had a whole year of touring lined up with Khalees. We had the 20th anniversary tour of Kaleidoscope this year. We were going to do Glastonbury main stage. We were going to do like gigs all over Europe and Australia. And obviously with Corona, that's all gone out the window. So hopefully that will happen next year, because being on tour with one of my best friends is awesome and so much fun.
Yeah.
So yeah, I hope we get to do that, because we put a whole show together for the 20th anniversary of Kaleidoscope, which was pretty amazing.
Wow.
And yeah, so that was going to be 2020, but now I've just been using this time to be like really creative. And I've also got an interiors company, so I do that as well.
That's
because
like
I come from
design.
Yeah. We do homewares. So it's all based on song lyrics, especially hip hop, but across the board.
Yeah.
And we have designs, handmade cushions and prints and interior stuff, all based around music. So I've been doing a lot of that in lockdown as well. And now we have masks and we have scarves and all kinds of things. So
nice.
Yeah, just keeping creative and doing my live broadcasts as well. So that's been really fun for me, because I get to play things in those that I don't get to play in clubs. You know, I can throw back to like a different genre and play like a drum and bass record and then play an R&B record, and no one cares, because they're like, oh, this is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to perform for the venue or what's going on. It's your own
you know, usually you're playing like the hits right now. And you've got like a certain crowd that are going out, they're quite young, or if you're playing a festival, you've got a festival set and you know what's going to work and what isn't. When you do DJ lives, you can really be very free, which I love.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, that's awesome. Well, I appreciate you talking to us on Wonderful Radio. I hope everyone enjoys your episode. We appreciate you for this amazing hour mix of everything.
Thank you.
Yeah, and we hope to chat again. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We don't need